welcome to another edition of Chaffee Break. It's just like a coffee break, only it doesn't taste as delicious with a muffin. My name as always is Maxwell, and today's video comes to us from the user Kok4in, or if you're one of those people who likes to spell words with numbers instead of letters, it's probably pronounced Kok4in or Kok4in. And he's driving the T50, which is the Tier 4 Russian Scout. Now you may notice this game has pretty favourable matchmaking, giving him only Tier 5 opponents, so not necessarily a standard scouting game. But nevertheless, it was a good replay and really shows off the strengths of the T50, so I decided to bring you this one anyway. So, straight to the battle. First off, he's taking a charge up the far left-hand flank. I'm just going to try and spot out who we can. So having a little power slide down the hill there just for fun. So he's backed up by 4 medium tanks as well, so he's in a really good position straight off. He can spot out people, and then the medium tanks can follow up behind and take out these guys. So it looks like he's got a KV-1 and a Hertzer coming straight up there. KV-1 just sticking to the road, so should be able to get around and flank this guy while he's stopped in the centre of the road, battling it out with the medium tanks. He has no idea that he's being flanked at the moment, so he's going to have a shot at his rear armour. You do have to be careful with the T50, because it doesn't have a very powerful gun, so you really do have to shoot at the weak spots, and even focus on the weak spots on the rear armour of a KV, because there is a good chance that you could still bounce that one if you hit the engine deck rather than the rear armour. So able to take him out no problem, spots out the Hertzer, and there's 2 easy kills on the left hand flank straight away for this guy. So it looks like they've only committed 2 tanks to this northern area and that left-hand flank, so it's going to leave their artillery very exposed right now. So it's going to do what the T50 and also its older brother, the T52, do very best, which is hunt artillery and kill them. Not quite able to get a shot on that tank destroyer before he gets taken out as well. So yes, just going to do what he's meant to do and hunt out the artillery. Doesn't even need to necessarily get the kills himself, just needs to spot them out. And if his artillery is worth their salt, then they should be able to take them out and should be following him pretty closely and give him support and backup. So just having a little bit of a duel with this Sturmpanzer 2. Unfortunately, Sturmpanzer missing completely and then getting taken out by the friendly artillery. Spots out this Wesp, but this Wesp almost certainly knows that he's coming, so is going to be waiting for him. And there we go, manages to track him. Unfortunately, the reload speed of the Wesp is going to be nowhere near good enough to take out the T50. Sorry about that. So as you might have noticed, he switched to high explosive shells there, just to try and get a little bit extra damage. Getting flanked and chased by this Panzer III. Absolutely amazing shot there, able to take out the track of the Panzer III. Not sure if that was meant or just a fantastic piece of luck, but just totally stopping that Panzer III dead in his tracks there and able to take him out, as he wasn't able to give chase anymore. Sees his Panzer IV, just going to have a couple of shots at him. Maybe one will pass through the building or between the buildings and land on him. Oh, it looks like a little bit of lag there as he shot, and then a second or so later the shot actually landed. Not sure what was going on there. Might just be a bit lag with the replay. So their base was getting capped, but it looks like that has been taken care of. So they're just going to move into the cap area themselves. Unfortunately, the enemy does still have another KV-1, who's right there, and a Churchill 1. So they've still got some pretty big armour on the battlefield. And this KV-1's already scored himself 4 kills and hasn't taken any damage. So this guy's probably got a pretty smart head on his shoulders. Able to use the fantastic agility and reverse speed of the T50 just to get out of the way of that KV-1's shot there, but it looks like he's been absolutely decimated by that artillery shot there and set on fire. And left with only 9 hit points left after that little bit, after that fire. Just going to try and find his weak spot, so he's continuing to take out his tracks. Unfortunately, none of these shots are able to actually land and do any damage, but looks like he is taken out in the end by that Panzer IV. So just going to set up shop guarding this bridge now and try and not let the enemy get across. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like there is enough of them, and these guys are all pretty low on the old hit points. It's a pretty even game so far at 12-9. The score may be a little bit confusing, as it looks like somebody's either killed 2 of his own team members, or 2 people have committed suicide, as there's only 4 on one side, 3 on the other, but the score shows 12 to 10, and there's only 3 actually now on each side. So not sure what's gone on there. Like I said, either 2 of the allied teams committed suicide, or somebody's team killed 2 of them. So the game's actually very even. It's actually totally even at the moment, even though the score shows 12 to 10. But brilliantly able to catch this Churchill one where he can't return fire, as he was duelling it out with that... Who was that? That was a Valentine who's just been taken out. So he was duelling it out with that Valentine while the T-50 was able to get penetrating hit after penetrating hit. So just going to play a little bit of peekaboo with his M7. Going to try and not let him get a shot, which he was able to do. It looks like the Valentine was focusing on, who is that guy, the Panzer IV, and this T-50 was able to take him out. So it's just going to be a case of starting a base capture now and hoping that that last guy, who is in a Covenanter, will not be able to get back in time. So just going to speed it up until the end here. Oh, so there he is, the Covenanter being spotted out, and he's still got about 99% of his hit points there, over 300. So if this guy plays it right, he's actually going to be able to get in and take out the T-50 and the Panzer IVs. They're both on a pathetic amount of hit points, although it looks like he decided to hide behind the hill instead of coming over and stopping the base cap. No idea what he was thinking there. Maybe he thought he had more time than he did, but whatever it was, he basically cocked that one up. But thank you very much to Kok4in for sending that clip in. It was absolutely brilliant replaying the T-50, showing its true power. So thanks very much to him for sending that one in, and thank you very much to you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time.